And our table topics leader for today is Allison Hill. Table topics are 1 to 2 minutes, and as Betsy said earlier in the meeting, she'll show timing signals at the appropriate time of the minimum, the middle, and the end. So Allison, I hope that you are going to delight us with some interesting questions or thoughts. Go ahead, Allison.
Thank you, Bonnie. Hello, fellow Toastmasters. I'm not sure if you watch news. We've had a pretty good week here in the US, but the United Kingdom has had a interesting week. And for some may see it as fortuitous because of all the things that have happened. I was super excited on Tuesday whenever we heard that the UK had a new prime minister and it was a woman. Although yesterday we did get some sad news, but there is a new king. So with today's table topics, I want to ask everyone a question about regarding how you feel about certain things that have happened that kings and queens and prime ministers have done. And so I want to start with Leslie. If you were the prime minister, what would be one thing that you would want to enact, and which country would you want to be prime minister of?
Thank you for the question, Allison. My brain is not ready for such an intriguing question this morning, but I find it a fortuitous opportunity to practice my impromptu speaking skills. If I was prime minister of a country, I would assume the prime minister role of the United States, assuming they had a prime minister instead of a president. And the first thing I would do is I would try to restore trust in leadership and institutions. That is a lofty goal. I am not sure how I would go about it, but I would be honest and upfront and seek citizens' input. I would also try to reach out to Barack Obama and get his advice because I felt he was a very good prime minister / president of the United States. And he probably has a lot of advice and recommendations for an incoming prime minister. One of the most important things I think an incoming leader should do is seek out advice and recommendations from people who have come before instead of assuming they know everything. So that will be one of the first things I would do. Seek advice and input from prior leaders and my citizens. Thank you for listening to my rambling answer, Allison.
Thank you, Leslie. The next question I'm going to ask is, King Charles has a lot of new duties, and I would like to ask Toastmaster Tracy what would his first message would be to the people if you were the king of a country.
I come before you, humble servant, with this fortuitous message to let you all know that you have a voice. The first proclamation I will make is that from this point forward, we will all be known as the United Kingdom of Music. And what we will do is we will use music as our uniting force. We will take music from all around the world and we will combine it to make sure we're all on the same page. I was just up on Allison Hill yesterday giving a speech about this very thing. And I said to myself, Joel Hefner, we have to find a way to go from the past with slides to the present with the electric slide. Dun, 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 the electric slide. So today, as your king, I am going to proclaim that from the United Kingdom of Wales and Scotland and England and Northern Ireland, and also from the United States of America, we're going to combine forces. We're going to bring out some David Bowie. And we're going to dance together. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Oh my goodness gracious. We're going to go to the United States and get some old R&B, some Dario, some Mario. Let me love you. let me be the one to give you everything. I digress, though. As your new king and prime minister, I want to let you all know that we have to find a way to come together. I am so upset and visibly shaken that we lost our queen. I really do. I'm, I'm really sad about that. But at the same time, we still have Queen from the United Kingdom in our hearts, and it goes a little something like this. I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. If you don't know that song, you're not a UK or a United States person, because that is the real Queen, and that is the Bohemian Rhapsody that we are in right now, fellow Toastmasters. So for all of you, as your new king, I declare that this is the United Kingdom of music, and you are all subjects to my rule. Back over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tracy. And I have one more question, and this goes to Toastmaster Christina. If you could be Prime Minister and I would love for you to choose a country that you have never been to, what would be one thing that you would take from the United States to that country?
That I would like it to clarify the question. Did you say I should be a country I have or I haven't been to?
Have not been to.
Have not been to. Okay. The country I have not been to that I would like to bring something to from the United States. It's a very interesting question. I will pick Argentina as my country that I have not been to. It's a country that has a very interesting accent. When I was traveling in Latin America, the first time I heard Argentinos speaking, I thought it was like Portuguese. I could not identify it as Spanish, even though I speak Spanish. And they're famous for their barbecue. So I feel like the thing that I would want to bring to them is actually some of our like US barbecue sauce, because they have some really strong meat game there. Like they make some really tasty stuff. And I feel like if I, as Prime Minister of Argentina, could bring these new styles of sauces to be incorporated, we could make this amazing fusion barbecue cuisine that could be a new national dish. And everyone, and there would be, we'll make a holiday where everyone can get the national dish for free. It is a government sponsored event where we make this delicious new food, and it's a time of celebrating and coming together and unity to help people bond and create more community within the country through barbecue. So that is what I would do in Argentina as Prime Minister.